Hi, hello, and welcome to another weekly vlog. So, it's Monday. I have not done anything today, but I have picked up a package. When I say picked up, it wasn't that long ago, but it's quite large. So, this is the company that I have to use from now on. It's a Swedish-based, but basically they can ship for free over to Norway, and I don't really know where. Yeah, it's set in Sweden. So yeah, let's just open it, and this is gonna be a hassle. This is unlike. So this was a lot. So let's just talk about what I have bought. And yeah, so first one, I already know what this is. This is Glow, the huge book that 714. So Glow is the fourth book in the Plated Prisoners series. So we only have one book to go, but it's not yet released. But it's going to be released, I mean, it is in 6 months, so I have to wait 6 months for it, and I'm dying to read this one as well. The last one is Gold. So yeah. So yeah, the last chapter in Gleam was wow, and I can't wait to see where this one is going to take us. Then we have The Vanishing Stair. This is the second book in the Truly Devious series. I am going to reread Truly Devious before I get on to this one. So yeah. So I can't wait to basically reread these, and then I will read one a month until I am done with them. Then we have Scarlet. I read Cinder a few months ago now, and now I am going to continue on with the Lunar Chronicles. I really liked the first one, so I can't wait to continue on with this. These are I mean, you have to read them in order, but you are kind of following different characters until they are kind of tied together. So it's going to be really interesting to see. So this is about Scarlet and Wolf, and we are also meeting Cinder in this. So it's going to be really, really interesting. And then we have Veins of Magic. So this is the second book in this series. I don't remember the name of it though. So basically, the first one was, I don't even remember what that one was. Yeah, I don't remember the first one. So yeah, Heart of Faith was the first one. This is the second one. So basically, there are multiple ones in this one. I think is it the Otherworld? I think that is the name of this series. Basically, Heart of the Fae and Veins of Magic are following the same characters, and then I do believe that the third one is a different character. So I can't wait to continue on with this. I loved Heart of the Fae, and I'm hoping to love this one. Okay, let's speed it up because I'm getting extremely warm and my feet are scratching. Then we have Origin, which is the fourth Lux novel. And basically, we ended Opal on a cliffhanger, so I can't wait to continue on with this, and it's going to be so interesting. So, this series, I won't call it that it's really, really good, because it's not, but it's really intriguing, and it's just overall fun. Then we have the Kingdom of Copper, which is the second book in the Day of Bad series. And I can't wait to continue on with this series. It was, for me at least, really, really good. I do believe that there are some mixed opinions about this series, but I really enjoyed it. It's long. It's over 600 pages. But I think it's not going to be a problem to finish that. I mean, the first one I did finish quite quickly. Then we have Failed Future, which is book 3 in the Air Awakens series, Vortex Chronicles. So I can't wait to continue on with this series. The first 2 was really, really good, and I can't wait to read this. They are taking me, you know, they're quite quick to read, so yeah. Then we have one more, and that is Saga Volume 6. So I read Volume 5, and it ended on a cliffhanger. I feel like I am always saying that it ended on a cliffhanger, so I can't wait to continue on with this. So yeah, I can't wait to see where this one is going to go. There you have it. I'm going to finish all of these books within like 14 days. I feel like, will that be doable? I don't really know. So I really need to get my butt moving and start reading, especially the physical books, because it's a lot that I need to catch up on. But yeah, I have some that I can listen to as an audiobook. Oh, I have one update. I am currently listening to Midnight Sun. And for anyone who is familiar, Midnight Sun is kind of Twilight from Edward's perspective. And I have to say, do I like it? No, because I don't particularly like Edward. I don't particularly like Jacob either. But it's really interesting to see where he comes from, and I feel like, you know, in Twilight you're only following Bella, and you are kind of like left in the dark with Edward, but now you really get to know his feelings and kind of his thoughts, and it's really interesting to see where he comes from, not only where he comes from, but where his family comes from, you know. Really interesting to see, because you know, he's a part of the Collins, so you basically get that perspective, and it's really, really interesting. I mean, do I love it? No, but it's definitely interesting. So it's Wednesday. I didn't update yesterday, even though I have finished a bunch of books, you know. So the first book I have finished is Dead Man Walking, and this is the sixth book in Fallen Nun series, and we are following Bia and Priest. That is kind of, yeah. So the Fallen Nun series you can read out of order. However, I recommend reading them in order just because you get to know more, you know, the people more, and yeah. Now I can't wait for the 7th one, which is X-Men's, and the events in this one definitely should compact the next one, you know. So yeah, and this one, basically I just picked this one because this one was probably like the 6x6 prompt. So I have to pick something for it to take it off the board, so that was just the easiest one. Then I finished Red Harvest, and that is this one, which is the next Star Wars book, and I don't know, I didn't love it that much. Probably like a 2. I just didn't love it that much. I was just... Sometimes I just feel like I just didn't love it. And I didn't fully care. So yeah, that's kind of the whole reason. Then the next one is this one. I'm not going to say much about it, but it was the Space Between Worlds. And this one is probably not more than a 3 stars. So this one is for my TBR Co video. So we'll talk more, even though I don't have that much to say, to be honest. So yeah, but that was kind of it. I am also, I don't know how many hours in. I have like 13 hours left of Midnight Sun. So I'm like probably soon halfway through Midnight Sun, and do I love it? No, but it's interesting. I just have to say, because it is, it's interesting to see how, like, yeah, it's interesting to see Twilight from, you know, Edward's perspective, even though I find it really creepy. So yeah, I don't think there is anything else, to be completely honest. It's just, I feel like the 2 books that I have read as an ebook, I have not loved. The only one that I have loved this week is this one, but that is because it's a reread and I knew I was going to like it, and I find it really interesting, the dynamic between Bea and Priest. But other than that, I haven't loved any books. So yeah, hopefully I can continue on reading as much as I have lately. I will definitely try, and yeah. First priority, I do think it's Midnight Sun for the audiobook. And then I don't know what I will pick up as a physical book. Probably one of the longer ones that I have, just to make things, you know, easier for Thursday. And I have finished a book today. It was a really short one, but it was part of my, you know, goals. It's called Self-Discipline for Writers. So for anyone who knows, I haven't like spoken too much about this, but I love to write. Haven't done that lately because, yeah, I just feel like I'm stuck in rut with, you know, when things are not moving as quickly as I want to downstairs. So yeah, it's just really boring, to be completely honest. But hopefully once I get downstairs I will write more. But yeah, that one was for this goals. So because it fits my goal, it is a non-fiction, and I don't like rate them, but overall I really did like it. It has some great tips, and there are definitely some things that I can use, you know. So yeah, that's kind of what I have done. I have like 3.5 hours left of Midnight Sun, and so I think I will be able to, you know, finish that today. It kind of shouldn't be a big problem to finish it today. And then other than that, I think I will I think the plan is to start Glow, just because I really want to know what is going to happen. I am going to die to read Gold, but I just really want to see where this one is going to go. And I mean, it's long, it's over 600 pages, but I think that the plan is to try and finish this within the week, just because that is one, like another long book of my TBR. And then I will try and finish Midnight Sun today, and then I think the next book I will start is Truly Devious as an audiobook, because that shouldn't be too long. And I don't have too many audiobooks left on my TBR. I am always trying to have enough, but this month it's just a lot of physical TBR books, and it's getting a lot, you know. So yeah, I think Truly Devious is going to be the next one. So yeah, I don't know how long that one is. It's probably, I mean, it shouldn't be too long, so I just think that it won't take too long, you know. It's let's see how long it is. 10 hours. So like 4 or 5 hours, and that's not a problem to, you know, finish in probably like a sitting or two. Definitely shouldn't be that. And then yeah, so this one is tomorrow on Friday, and then I will have to finish something else on Saturday. That will probably be The Vanishing Stairs as an audiobook. So yeah, that is kind of the plan. But this one is like probably almost like 200 pages a day, and that should really keep me busy, even though it's not too difficult to read, I have to say. For being an adult series, it's not too difficult to read, which is great. And after I'm done with that, I mean, I should probably, I am at like maybe like 500 pages every day to finish all my TBR books, like physical TBR books. So I don't know how that will go, but I will probably pick up something else that is a little more simple. Let's see on my stack. Probably nothing here, so it's probably going to be a physical, like, no, an e-book that I need to finish. So yeah, because I need something a little simpler. So I just finished 2 books. So the first one is The Witch Doesn't Burn in This One, and I give it 3 stars. So overall, I mean, this is a poetry book. I don't know what to say about it. Is feminism. I give it 3 stars, and the reason is basically, I mean, I liked it. However, there was like a lot of repetitions. Like some of them was like only repetitions, and I'm like, once you get like 15, 30 repetitions, I get a little annoyed. I mean, I do understand why she's doing it. However, for me, I hate repetition. I mean, I have worked as a hairdresser, and I had like a client who basically in 45 minutes I heard the same conversation 5 times, and it just annoys me because I hate repetitions. Like too many repetitions, like 2 times, fine, but like 30, no. But overall, I really did like it, so 3 stars. That one is this one, which is a GoodReads winner, which it is. So, and then I have finished Midnight Sun, so I don't know what to give this. It's really, really difficult to know what I want to give this, because Um, it's fine, but I don't love Twilight, so I think this one will end up with all the rest, which is a 2. Will I read the other books that comes out in this series? Probably, because I find it interesting enough, but I don't love it. I don't know how to explain this, just because, it's... I don't know. It's like the After series. I don't like it, but I am curious to see where this continues on, That is kind of where we are. I am interested to hear like other stories in this from a different perspective. So I know that there are like two other like book plans in this, continuation of Twilight, and I will probably, continue on with them. Are they good? No, but I am curious, So this one is for this one right here, which is basically that the main character is unalive, which we are following Edward's perspective, and he is definitely not alive. Yeah, like 2 stars. I don't know why I continue on, but I do believe that it is because I am curious. I don't like the characters, except like a few ones that are not the main characters. And I find it really interesting, to basically see, because I am really, in this one we are learning more about his family, and I find that really interesting, to see how, Carlisle made both Edward and Esme and Rosalie, and then basically Rosalie comes home with Emmett. You basically get to kind of know that story, and you also hear about Alice, and yeah, it's just a lot, and I really, really enjoy that part of the story where we are following the other characters in his family. But I don't like the tendencies that he has. Yeah. But yeah, that is kind of where we're at. But obviously, I'm going to continue on once this get out, and it is like the After series, what I say, I don't know what I continue on. I just want to see where we are going, So, to be completely honest, I don't really know what to read next. I mean, obviously, I am going to start this. It's Friday, and I have finished 2 books. I think it's 2 books. So, the first one is Starfish. And basically, we are following this half Korean, half American girl. And basically, it's kind of her life struggling with her mom. She wants to get into art school, but doesn't get in. So she basically decides to go to California for the summer to kind of figure out, like search for schools and kind of figure out things. So, I give these 4 stars. Overall, I really did like it. It was really sad to see, her mother not being really nice. Like, her mother was, like, horrible mother, and it's really sad. I find it really sad to read about, parents not being, good. So there are a lot of trigger warnings for this book. I would definitely check out the trigger warnings before you read this book. So yeah, this one was for the POC prompt. So yeah, overall I really did like it. The next one is for already been on my TBR before, and that is Before the Coffee Gets Cold. So this is basically about this cafe, And we're following 4 different people, and basically, if you sit at a certain spot in the cafe, you're able to, you know, go back into the past, and basically you can't change the past, but you can go back to the past. But you have some rules, and yeah. So I think I'm gonna give this 3 stars. I didn't totally love it. 3 or like, yeah, I think 3 is good. So I didn't, or 2. I mean, I kind of didn't like it. Let's give it 2, just because I personally didn't connect with this story, and I think that some stories I just don't vibe with, and it's really sad. I mean, a lot of people are loving this book, and I can see why. I just didn't totally do that. So yeah. The 2 other ones that I am currently into are Truly Devious. I am listening to that as an audiobook. It's over there, so I'm just not gonna get it right now. The other one is Glitch. I think I am going to try and read 100 pages, and then read 200 of Glow. I kind of need to start this. I need to read 300 pages to be able to finish my physical TBR, like this month. And then, yeah, so I think it will be fine. So yeah, that's the plan. And then, yeah, so yeah, Truly Devious is basically about this girl. We're following 2 timelines, like the past and then the now. And basically in the now we are following this girl who basically, her name is Stevie, something in those lines. And basically she goes to this academy where there was a murder long time ago, and basically she tries to solve it. And now the murderer is kind of back. Yeah. And then Glitch is basically about this girl called Soul. Yeah. And basically in this world you kind of have these chips that makes you kind of not feel anything. But this main girl, she basically has glitches. So basically her chip is not working. And yeah, I don't know how I feel about that yet, to be completely honest. But I will continue on and see how I like it. So those are kind of the 3 books that I'm currently reading at the moment. So I just feel like I'm always in the middle of so many different books, and yeah. So yeah, definitely things is going fine. I am still a little stressed, but seeing as I only have to, you know, get to 300 pages a day, I feel like that is better than, you know, 500 that I think I had like a little while ago. So yeah, things is going good. They are going really well. So yeah, I'm just going to continue on. I have like 50 pages left of the one that I need to read in Glitch. And then, yeah, I really need to start this one if I'm going to finish it this week. So yeah, that is kind of the plan for right now. And then let's just see how far we will get. So it's Saturday and I have finished a book. I finished Truly Devious, so I'm listening to these as audiobooks, and they are really, really good, I have to say. So this is a reread, so I'm not gonna change the rating. I think I gave it 4 or 5 stars the first time around. I'm not gonna change it because I still really, really enjoy this. So this one is for this one. Been on my TBR before. Can we call it a little cheating just because I have read this before? Yes, but no, because I had it on my TBR before. So in Truly Devious, we are following Stevie, Stevie, yeah. And basically she goes to basically this special school called Ellingham Academy. Basically, years before there was a murder, or a kidnapping and a murder, and basically Stevie she loves true crime, and that is kind of why she goes to this school, because she loves it so much and wants to get better at that. So yeah, really, really good. So this is a series. Now, yeah, you definitely need to read this entire series to know what is going on. So what I really like is that you are basically following the past and the kind of present. So you get to know what happened before and what happens now. So that is, as far as I can tell, is basically in at least both books that I am currently reading now. So this one, really good. And then once I finished that, I started the next one, which is the Vanishing Stair. So yeah, I have to say, I can't wait to continue on. I am on page 38, so I am listening to 2 hours of an audiobook. I'm trying to do it every day, just so I am able to, get through loads of it. So yeah. This one should take me, I will maybe finish it tomorrow, which should be just fine, So, other than that, I'm not read anything in this, so yeah. I think the plan for today is I want to try and finish Glitch. I have read 100 pages, and so far I am not. It's YA, and is this a typical, dystopian YA that, in that time or YA dystopian was so popular. And I never read it as a, teenager, and I'm not loving it because I am dystopian YA is sometimes not best, I am not loving that. The reason why I, love the Hunger Games is because those were the books that got me into reading. And the same kind of with Maze Runner. I, have been reading those before, so it is, I'm not overly like 5 stars of those. Like the Hunger Games, I am loving. I can see that there are some, it's not the best, but, they are something that I read as a teenager and makes me love it more. So, Glitch is just, I think it's just a little too, I'm a little too old for that. It's like, it's almost like 10 years, a little bit less than. I'm turning 26 this year. So me, like, being in the, let's call it the prime reading age is 10 years ago. So I am much more on, adult books. I can like these types of books just because they are not dystopian. I feel like it's the most likely like dystopian and fantasy genres that I sometimes have problems with. Not all fantasy or dystopian books, but a lot of them. So, because obviously I like Shatter Me, and that is like dystopian YA. So I just feel like it really depends on how it's written, and so far, I'm not loving Glitch, so I think I want to finish that off. That will leave me then I have read like 200 pages today, which is not that bad. And then, I might just not read this one until like next week and then read 100 pages on that. That's also a possibility, and then start something that is a little shorter and easier to read. So it's Sunday and it's time to wrap up this vlog. I finished one more book. I finished GoodReads, and that is this one. So this book was really difficult to find, but yeah, I gave it 3 stars. It was fine. I think I would have liked it more if I read it as a teen, you know. So 3 stars. So yeah, next week it's gonna be a lot because I need to finish a lot of books. I have like 20 books to finish within like 10-11 days. I don't know if that is possible, but we are going to try our best. So yeah, and then my TBR for next month is filmed. I need to film it quite early on to be able to order books because it's taking a while, and I, you know, order in a large quantity to, you know, just because shipping is quite expensive to ship like one-on-one book. I mean, it's not too much, but it gets, you know, a huge sum if I order one-on-one book, you know, at the end of the month. And it's taking like easily like 14 days to get books, maybe 3 weeks. So yeah, I get paid tomorrow with Blue, so I will order tomorrow, and then I will probably have them in the beginning of July. So yeah, other than that, I don't think there's anything else to actually be said. So I have a lot of audiobooks to listen to next week, a lot of physical books I will probably need to read. I mean, 400 pages a day is not that much, to be honest. And then probably like 2 hours listening time every day shouldn't, you know, it shouldn't be a problem to finish all these books, even though I feel a little stressed. But I'm gonna go to bed, sleep, get up tomorrow, and see how much I can be able to, you know. The plan, I think, is to finish The Vanishing Stairs tomorrow, because I mean, I am only 38 pages in, so I really want to try and do that and then start something else. So yeah, I'm gonna go and see. Yeah, so I hope you like this vlog, and I will see you next time for another one. Bye!